upon a time, there lived a king. Like other kings, he had a really neat castle to live in and a lovely little kingdom to rule. But unlike other kings, this king spent most of his time in the bathtub. Oh yes, his name was George. King George. King George, Your Highness, do you think you'll be coming out anytime soon? We have important business to discuss.
What do you think, Ducky? Oh, I couldn't agree more. Not right now, Louis. We're not finished with our royal bath.
It's quite important, sir.
Oh, Ducky, why can't they just leave us alone?
Yes, it was a little odd. You see, the kingdom was at war. The Great Pie War, to be exact. And usually, when a kingdom was at war, the king would, help.
It'll have to wait, Louis. First things first. Right, Ducky?
King George loved to take baths, but most of all, King George loved his rubber ducky.
Some kings love horses, and some kings love cattle. Some kings love leading their troops into battle. But me, I'm not like that. I find that stuff yucky. I'd much rather stay in my tub with my ducky. Because I love my duck.
Sir, if I could have a minute.
Love my duck.
There are some things we must discuss.
I love my duck.
See, there's a war and, well, we're in it.
Love my duck.
Oh, I don't mean to make a fuss.
Then don't. Sing with me, Louis.
Huh? Oh, okay. Because he loves his duck.
And that is why I can't be bothered.
Loves his duck.
With the particulars of war.
He loves his duck.
'Cause quite unlike my dear old father.
Loves his duck.
I find it all a bore. Now concentrate, dear Louis, and I think you will agree. The most important person in the whole wide world is me. So please don't drag me down with all the people and their troubles. Go run some water in my tub to freshen up my bubbles.
Oh, boy.
Because I love my duck.
I don't know why I even bother.
Love my duck.
You just can't reason with this guy
Because I love my duck.
It's time to face the facts. I think we're all a little stuck.
So let the army run amok.
I fear the kingdom's out of luck
Because I love my duck.
Yes, undoubtedly we're stuck.
So let the army run amok.
Oh boy, we're really out of luck.
Because I love my... Hey, what's that? Give me a quarter.
Because I love my duck, you're always there to make me smile. I love my duck, you're my very favorite toy. Because I love my duck.
It's beautiful. I want it.
What? The house?
No, the ducky.
Oh. you already have a ducky.
What are you saying? That I shouldn't have whatever I want?
Well,
I must have it, I must get it, you must go and get it for me. If you want me to be happy, then you'll show me you adore me. Don't rest another minute till it's sitting here before me. If you wanna do your best, I would suggest you go and bring me back that duck.
but sir, if I could just jog your memory, you already have quite a few duckies.
Those are yesterday's duckies.
Huh? Well, these are all perfectly good duckies. Why, most of your loyal subjects would love to have even one ducky this nice.
I don't like these, I don't need these, I don't want these any longer. My affection for those duckies isn't getting any stronger. To say I can't have what I want, you couldn't be more wronger. Don't ask me to explain, there will be pain if you don't go and get that duck. Our conversation is over.
Did you say wronger?
What? I don't know. Perhaps.
It's more wrong, not more wronger.
It had to rhyme. Don't question a king's grammar. Now go and get that duck.
But King George, we can't just barge in and take Thomas's duck.
Why not?
Well, he'll tell people, and then everyone will think you're gonna come in and take their stuff. You can't run a kingdom that way.
No, all right. Well, then we'll have to do something about Thomas.
What?
Come in. Ah, Frederick, my favorite general. How goes the war?
As Lewis has told you, the pie war has grown ferocious. We need more men at the front.
Lewis didn't tell me that.
I was trying to, but you wouldn't come out of the...
More men, eh?
Yes, we need more men.
You know, I believe Thomas would like to help.
Thomas? He's rather small.
He's surprisingly strong for his size.
As you wish, sire. Your Highness.
And one more thing, Cedric. Put Thomas at the front of the battle, then have everyone else step back.
But he'll be creamed.
Your king has spoken.
As you wish, sire.
Lewis, meet me at dusk at the east gate. We've got a little job to do.
It was terrible. Lewis didn't want Thomas to get hurt, and he certainly didn't want to take his ducky, but he also didn't want King George to send him to the pie war too. So he did what the king asked.
All right, follow me, and try to act inconspicuous. We did it! Oh, now I'm happy! Let's have a look at it.
It looks just like your other duckies.
What? Hold your tongue, infidel! This is the most perfect ducky the world has ever known! It's time for a bath! Who could that be? Come in!
Thomas!
Yes, Thomas! Back so soon?
It was astounding! There he was, alone at the front line. But he never gave up. He stood his ground, and this little fellow single-handedly stopped the advancing horde.
He did?
He's a war hero, sire!
Yes. Well, Thomas,
Incoming! Boysenberry at 3 o'clock!
I'm sorry.
I'm afraid he's lost his mind, sire. The trauma of war. Oh, no. Well, how long will he be like this? No telling. Perhaps the rest of his life.
Yeah?
Cobbler in the hole! Hit the deck!
Well, we will give him the highest honor of the kingdom.
Yes, sire. If he were conscious, I'm sure he would thank you. I'll take him to his room now.
Thank you, Cedric. Now, finally, I can take that bath.
Oh, I feel just terrible.
Oh, that's all right. I still have time for my bath.
What? Are you the only one you think about?
No, I've been thinking about this Ducky for quite some time now. Since Thomas has lost his marbles, he won't be needing it. So come on, help me out with that bath. Oh, great. Come in.
I did.
I see. And who are you?
You remember me. I am Melvin, that slightly odd wise man who shows up every so often to tell you things.
Ah, yes. Well, what is it?
I have to tell you a little story.
Not now. I'm gonna go take a bath. Come back at bedtime.
It's important.
Oh, okay. What's that?
It's a flannel graph to illustrate.
Ooh, flannel graph.
There once was a man, a very rich man. He had a lot of sheep, he had a lot of land. He threw a lot of parties, he was dapper, he was tan. Yes, there once was a very rich man.
Okay, great story. I'll see you next time.
Wait just a minute, my story isn't done. It's about two men, and I've only mentioned one.
Oh.
There once was a man, a very poor man. He had next to nothing, just a little lamb. But he loved it like a son, and he fed it from his hand. Yes, there once was a very poor man. Then one day, there was a guest at the house of the rich man. What did he do? Have you guessed? To feed the guest of the rich man.
Well, let's see. He had plenty of sheep, so he could just share one of his sheep. Not a problem.
He took the lamb of the poor man. He took the lamb of the poor man. The rich man took to feed his guest the very, very poor man's lamb.
What? Is this a true story?
As surely as I stand before you today, my story is true.
Who is that man? Tell me. To take the lamb of the poor man, when he had lots of sheep, but the poor man only had one. Man! For his cruelty, he will spend the rest of his days locked in my dungeon. Who is he?
Oh, King George, you are that man.
What?
You are the king. you have many duckies. But Thomas only had one, and he loved it very much. But you weren't thinking about Thomas. You were only thinking about yourself and what you wanted.
But
Your Highness, what you have done has made God very unhappy. For whether you are a king or just a kid, God wants us all to think of others first. You have been selfish, King George, and when we are selfish, we hurt the people around us, just as you have hurt Thomas. God wants us to love our neighbors, not hurt them.
What do I do? What do I do?
Here is what you must do. Ask God to forgive you. Ask Thomas to forgive you. And then
Yes?
make it right. Well, King George knew exactly what to do.
Louis, draw a bath.
What?
Trust me.
Okay.
I gotta find Thomas.
He figured a nice hot bath in the royal tub would help Thomas.
Hello. Here, let's clean you up a little.
And sure enough, he was right.
Hey, where am I? Wow, big tub. Am I in heaven?
No, silly. It's just my bathtub. I've got something for you.
My ducky.
King George told Thomas what he had done and asked Thomas if he could forgive him. After thinking it over a bit, Thomas said yes. Then King George prayed and asked God to forgive him too. Yes, sir, being forgiven felt really great. And the people he had hurt, Thomas and even Louis, by making him do things Louis knew were wrong, felt much better once they knew King George was really sorry. Yep, it was a happy day. So, King George, what'd you learn today?
What I learned? Let me tell you. Today, I learned that being selfish doesn't pay. I tried it just the other day. I wanted to be happy. I thought it was the way, but it weren't.
I think you mean wasn't. It wasn't the way.
Well, now I know just what to do. Before I think about me, I better think about you. So send a message out to every boy and girl. There's no better way to make a really yucky world than being selfish.
Selfish,
It doesn't pay. I tried it.
You tried it just the other day.
I wanted to be happy.
You thought it was the way.
But it weren't.
Weren't.
Wait a minute.
No, it weren't.
Wasn't. It should be.
No, it weren't.
King George. It wasn't.
No, it weren't.
Was not.
No, it weren't.
Wasn't.
Now Madame du Barry was a sad little Barry. She lived by herself in a house in a tree. Her butlers would show up each morning at 9. They'd open the door to hear Madame whine.
I'm so blue cuckoo, blue cuckoo, blue cuckoo. I'm so blue I don't know what to do.
She's so blue, blue, blue. She's so blue she don't know what to do.
Her butlers, whose names were Bob and Larry, would help me with chores in her house in a tree. Bob would wash dishes for Larry to try. Madam would stack them and then start to cry.
I'm so blue, blue.
She's so blue she don't know what to do.
These dishes are faded, their edges are chipped. This walls is on back weld and this one is flipped. These spoons are too tiny, these forks are no good. These knives have gone dull and don't slice like they should. My neighbors have nice things, I've seen them myself. In fact, I keep pictures up here on my shelf. Look at this new flatware of Monsieur Lagoons. And Monsieur Duplan has 12 Franklin mint spoons. And Philip Vampy went and bought a new sink. Why, he even has a disposal, I think. And look at this crock pot of Madame Lacrosse's and ceramic jars where she keeps all her sauces. Nice sauces. I'm so blue.
She's so blue she don't know what to do.
Just look at this sofa of Edward and Tammy's and lovely. Oh wow, where they keep all their jammies. I really can't stand it. I think I might die. Now where was the hanky? I'm going to cry. Too late. I'm so blue. I'm so blue, I don't know what to do.
She's so blue.
I'm so blue.
She's so blue.
I'm
She's so blue she don't know what to do.
This was the course of a typical morning. The things that Madame Blueberry had did not make her happy, so she would gaze at her mantle of pictures and cry for the things she wanted. She was a very blue berry. Her butlers would try to help her, but this did no good.
Now, Madam Blueberry, you have a lot to be thankful for. Good friends, a place to live, plenty of food, and you've got us.
Like I said, her butlers tried to cheer the poor berry up, but their efforts were fruitless. But anyway, if this sad berry is getting you down, don't give up hope, because this is a day that Madame Blueberry learns a very important lesson.
I need tea. Larry, be a dear and bring me some tea. Just a minute.
Hey, what's going on out there?
Please stop looking out the window and bring me my tea. Larry? Larry!
What do you suppose that is?
I don't know.
What does it mean?
Would you get that, dear?
It's big.
Madam, there's someone here to see you. Allow us to introduce ourselves. We're neighbors.
We moved in down the street.
Some say we're the most delightful bunch of fellows
You'll ever want to meet.
And if you have a moment to spare, kind lady with beauty so rare, we'd like to take a minute or two on a topic of interest to you.
We represent the Stuff Mart.
An enormous land of goodies.
Would you mind if we stepped in, please?
Well,
And as associates of the Stuff Mart,
It looks like you could use some stuff.
Oh, yes, yes. Why, I was just saying that.
I pray that you won't take this wrong, my dear, but my initial observation is as follows. The criminal responsible for this decor really should be hanging from the gallows.
Ah!
We represent the Stuff Mart, a magic land of retail.
Would you care to see what's on sale?
Then as a customer of the Stuff Mart,
Get ready for some real nice stuff.
check it out, check it out.
If you want a big hat,
We got that,
if you need a tube of glue,
we got that too.
a 20-gallon wok.
They're in stock. And if you need refrigerators to keep extra mashed potatoes, or a giant air compressor to blow food like a dresser, or a dehydrated strudel, or a nose ring for your poodle, or a 5-pound can of tuna and some flippers to go scuba. Scuba, scuba, scooby-dooby-dooba, here we go, scuba. Come on.
Need a rubber hose,
We got those.
a rhododendron tree,
We got 3.
a wraparound deck.
Got a check. But if you need a window scraper and a gross of toilet paper, or a ratchet set and pliers and surround sound amplifiers, and a solar turkey chopper, or a paddock over popper, flannel stretch for looking crunchy, and some rope for going bungee. Bungee, 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 bungee. Here we go, bungee. Come on. Ow.
What we've mentioned are only just some.
Of the wonderful things yet to come.
These pictures you keep are so nice.
But you really should take our advice.
Happiness waits at the Stuff Mart.
All you need is lots more stuff.
So, if I buy more things, that will make me happy?
I don't think that's true. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not.
Yes, it is!
You really, really ought to.
How could I afford not to?
Now you've got it? Oh, great. Happiness waits at the Stuff Mart. All you need is lots more stuff.
Ouch. So there they were on their way to the Stuff Mart, when something caught Madame Blueberry's eye. It was a little girl sitting down to her birthday dinner with her family. But they did not have very much money. Instead of a nice tree house, they had to live on the ground. And all they could afford for her birthday dinner was oatmeal and one small piece of apple pie. Surely they must be very sad to have so little, Madame Blueberry thought. But then, the little girl did something that surprised her very much.
I thank God for this day, for the sun in the sky, for my mom and my dad, for my piece of apple pie, for our home on the ground, for his love that's all around. That's why I say thanks every day, because a thankful heart is a happy heart. I'm glad for what I have, that's an easy way to start, for the love that he shares, 'cause he listens to my prayers. That's why I say thanks every day.
Madame Blueberry was confused. The little girl had so little, and yet she was happy. Madame needed to think about this for a while.
Ah, madam, your kingdom awaits.
Maybe later.
right now, it was time to shop. To say, the stuff mart was everything the salesman had made it out to be. Why, the spectacle was making her woozy.
I am feeling woozy.
And rightfully so.
Well, madam, shall we shop?
This was the most glorious moment that Madame Blueberry had ever known. There was nothing she saw she could not have. Right away she found flatwares just like Monsieur Lagoon's, and then a sparkling new set of Franklin mint spoons. Then she spotted a crock-pot like Madame Lacrosse's, and some ceramic jars to hold our health sauces. Not to mention a sofa like Edward and Tammy's, and an entire collection of terry-cloth jammies. It was not long before Madame Blueberry had collected everything she had pictures of. She had already filled up a dozen shopping carts, but she did not stop there. She kept going.
Madam, why don't we have these things delivered to your house while you keep shopping? It'll save time. 10% off delivery.
Oh, all right. That sounds good.
I don't know if that's such a good idea.
Oh, look! Compressors!
Then she grabbed a window scraper and a gross of toilet paper. Then a ratchet set and pliers and surround sound amplifiers. Pretty soon, the shopping carts Madame Field stretched around the aisles, out the door, and all the way to her house.
Well, that about does it for me. What do you say we head home?
Oh, there are whole aisles we haven't even seen yet. No, I'm not leaving until I have everything I need to be happy.
Dad, look! It's the trains that I saw on TV! The Casey Jr. Deluxe one working lights on real livestock smell! Oh, that's what I really want. Can I get one, Dad? Huh? Please?
Oh, wow. That sure is a nice one. But it's an awful lot of money.
Yeah, but...
I don't think we can afford that right now, Junior.
But...
Is there anything else you'd like? How about a ball? We could get a ball today. What do you think about that?
Okay, a ball would be nice. We could play with it in the park later, right?
Sure, Junior.
Thank you, Dad, for our day, for our trip to the mall, for the time just with me, for my big red bouncy ball, for the fun that we had. I'm so happy you're my dad. That's why I say thanks every day.
Because a thankful heart is a happy heart.
I'm glad for what I have. That's an easy way to start.
For a God who really cares.
And he listens to our prayers. That's why I say thanks every day. That's why we say thanks every day.
Well, now Madame was even more confused. How could this little boy be so happy after not getting what he really wanted? And why didn't she feel happy, even though she was getting everything she wanted?
I
Madam, I think you're going to enjoy our next aisle. Toasted ovens.
It was at this moment that Madame Blueberry had a revolutionary thought.
I don't need a toaster oven.
Well, of course you don't need a toaster oven. I mean, really, who needs any of this stuff? But I think we both know that you want a toaster oven.
No, I don't. But at last I think I know what I do want.
What?
I want what that little boy with the ball has, and what the little girl with the piece of pie has.
What's that?
A happy heart.
A what?
A happy heart. They both have happy hearts. What aisle are the happy hearts in?
I'm afraid we don't have those.
Suddenly, it was all becoming clear. Maybe a happy heart does not come from a store. Maybe the kids were right. Maybe a happy heart is a thankful heart.
I've been so foolish. For so long I have had so much. A roof over my head, plenty of food, good friends. But all I wanted was more. No more. There's a new Madame Blueberry in town, and she's going to be thankful for what she has. Oh, what a lovely butterfly. My house!
It's so stuffed full of stuff, it's getting too heavy for the tree.
We've got to stop those deliveries before it's too late. Come on, Larry! Grab a cart!
Hey there.
Hey,
Stop! Stop the delivery! It's holding. I think it's going to hold.
Whoa, that was a close one. We'll take it from here, boys. Well, at least your house is okay.
Oops.
Pie?
You said grab a card. I grabbed the card. Well, there is no denying it was a sad, sad thing that Madame Blueberry's house had become a big pile of smashed sticks. But with her hard-working butlers and her nice new friends, Madame knew everything was going to be just fine. And most important of all, this once very Blueberry was truly thankful that day for everything she had, and seemed, though it may have been the late afternoon light, not quite so blue.
How did that song go again? Let's see. We thank God for this day, for the sun in the sky, for the friends that we have, for our yummy apple pie, for the love that He shares, 'cause He listens to our prayers. That's why we say thanks every day, because a thankful heart is a happy heart. We're glad for what we have, that's an easy way to start, for the love that He shares, 'cause He listens to our prayers. That's why we say thanks every day. That's why we say thanks every day.
A long, long time ago, way out in the west somewhere,
That's right, the West.
there lived a group of brothers.
Cowboy brothers.
Right. Cowboy brothers.
Hello, little doggies. With French accents.
What?
It's a French Western.
Okay. Anyway, there was Reuben,
Ho ho!
Simeon,
Bonjour.
Levi,
Adi!
Izzy,
Yoo-hoo!
Zeb,
Hello!
Gad,
Yes,
Ash,
Yoo-hoo!
Dan,
Hey, pardon!
Natty,
C'est toi!
oh, and Jude.
Hey, Jude! Hey.
Then there was baby Ben, but he was too little to come outside. Oh, and one more. Little Joe.
Look who finally decided to get up.
Hey, guys, wait till you hear about the crazy dream I had last night.
Quiet, little Joe. We are working here.
Oh, right.
Little Joe was a little different than the others. Besides talking differently, God had given him great organizational abilities.
You should see his sock drawer.
What kind of work are you doing, exactly?
We must count our sheep, but every time we do.
Well, maybe it wouldn't be so boring if you put the sheep in groups of 5 or 10. Then you just have to count the groups. I bet you'd have your work done in no time.
What a ridiculous idea!
You know nothing about sheep. Put them in groups of 10.
So, can I tell you about my dream now?
Come and get it! Not so fast, fellas. Before we eat, I have a special announcement. I think we all know that today is Little Joe's birthday.
Aw, Pa.
Baked it myself. All together.
Yippee-ki-yay, today is a special day. Yippee-ki-yay, today we celebrate you. Little Joe, take a bow.
Look, I made a frosting cow.
Little Joe, give it a rest.
We all know Pa likes you the best.
Yippee-ki-yay, happy birthday.
Aw, you shouldn't have.
Finally, we agree on something.
For me?
What are you waiting for? Try it on!
What do we get for our birthday present?
Mittens. Little Joe is wearing a vest made from the finest calf hides, perfect for riding the range or going a courting. This is one vest that says, "Look at me, I'm something special."
And what do mittens say?
They say, you are not as special as your brother.
And for my birthday wish, I want to tell you all about my latest dream. It was the strangest thing. Past the mountains in the fields where the cowboys practice. Out beneath the desert sky stood a dozen cactus. Cactuses? Cacti? Khaki?
Continue.
11 cactus, those were you, gathered round the other. They bowed, you see, to the one that was me, their dearest little brother. Their dearest little brother. Crazy, huh?
What are you saying? That you will rule over us like a king?
It was just a dream, right? It's not really gonna happen. Maybe you should cut down on the bratwurst before bed, huh? Needless to say, Joseph's dreams didn't make his brothers like him any better.
Hey, why are we at this old abandoned mine shaft?
This is where we hid your birthday present.
Wow, very, creative.
It's time to get what you've got coming to you.
Oh, I can't wait. I don't see a birthday present.
You are not looking hard enough.
Okay. No, I still don't see anything.
Well then, how about now?
Whoa! Guys? A goat must have bumped me or something. Little help?
We'd love to, but we're too busy bowing down before you.
Hey guys, this isn't funny.
Really? It made me laugh.
Hey, who's that? What are you guys doing? Come on, joke's over. Ha ha, real funny. Guys?
Tie this around your middle.
Who are you?
Never you mind. Just tie the rope.
Well, finally. Oh dear. Hey, desperados! You better come to your senses!
Happy trials, dreamer.
Little Joe didn't know where he was or where he was going. He'd never been away from the ranch before, and now here he was on the run with dangerous men.
Mr. Desperado, did you put out the campfire last night?
Oh, Joe, little Joe. Another root beer over here, a cherry slushy over there. Check out that game of checkers by the door. Make sure they're playing fair.
A year ago, my restaurant was going down the drain. Oh, me, losing money left and right. I thought I'd go insane. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Then little Joe, he came along and turned the whole ship right. It's been a month of Sundays since we last had a fight.
Little Joe, little Joe. When life hands you a lemon,
Just have some more root beer.
when life hands you a lemon, just have some more root beer.
looks like another record month.
Sorry, duty calls.
Listen to her now.
My life is a disaster. A sea of endless pain. A picnic promising the sun, but giving only rain. So listen to my tale of woe before we bid adieu. It's why my heart is heavy. It's why I am so blue.
Peanuts! Get your hot roasted peanuts!
Over here, I'll take one.
Life is a joke, a trifle, a folly. Even my dog is a melancholy. My happy days are through. That's why I'm so blue. That's why I'm blue.
Peanuts! Get your hot roasted peanuts! Get 'em while they're hot!
I'm through.
Boy, that song's getting shorter every week. Here you go, boss. Oh, and by the way, the peanuts make 'em thirsty, so get ready to sell a lot of root beer.
You're a natural, my lad. And that's why you've earned this. I wasn't sure if you'd work out when I bought you from those desperados. But congratulations, my lad.
Employee of the month? Oh, thank you, Mr. McPotiphar. I won't let you down, you'll see. From now on, I'll work harder than ever.
C'est Joseph.
Oh, hello, Kitty.
That's Miss Kitty to you.
Whatever you say.
Look, little Joe, don't be a sap. No one's looking. Take this money and get out of here.
Why would I do that?
You and I both know you don't want to be here. With this much cash, you can get back home.
I'm sorry, Miss Kitty, but stealing is wrong. If I took that money, I'd be disobeying God. Not to mention I'd probably lose my status as Employee of the Month. Good day, Miss Kitty.
To show you there's no hard feelings about you-know-what, I made some alterations to your costume for you.
Oh, well, that's really kind of you, but I wasn't aware that it was it's a tad heavier than before.
I put some extra stuffing in it. Thief! There's a thief among us.
All right. What seems to be the trouble here?
This man has been stealing from dear old McPotiphar since the day he arrived here.
Little Joe?
This does not look good.
Joe, my lad, how could you?
What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm innocent?
Tell it to the judge.
Hi, everyone. This is Larry. Normally, this would be the time when the narrator comes on and says, "And now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a silly song." But I've been thinking and talking with the guys.
And we've decided it's time to broaden our scope artistically.
Yeah, we're artists.
Word up! There's a time to be silly, and there's a time to be serious.
A time to open up your heart
and show how you feel artistically.
'Cause we all have something to share. Your eyes see right through my disguise,
And no one can deny.
baby, that I'm the one whose love is no surprise.
And
he can't tell you no lie.
But there's a secret I've been hiding, I can't keep it no more.
There's this thing about himself he's never told you before.
Baby,
He needs to tell you something.
I don't got a belly button. Oh, I need to tell you something.
You figured out he don't got a belly button.
Belly button, no.
Oh no, no.
Baby, please don't squeal. Just tell me how you feel.
'Cause his love is for real.
And if you went away, my heart would never heal.
So to you he appeals.
There's something missing in my middle, and it's hard to ignore.
There's this thing about himself he's never told you before.
Baby,
He needs to tell you something.
I don't got a belly button. Oh, I need to tell you something.
You figured out he don't got a belly button.
Belly button, no.
Oh no, no.
Belly button! Belly button! You say your belly button's missing, there's no reason for alarm. It's a common thing for gourds, it won't do you any harm. You're technically a fruit, and with that much being said, you're umbilically equivocal. Something on your head! You could ask for a prosthetic, but of course you'd have to know it'd be covered by your shirt, but not your HMO.
Belly button. Belly button.
A stylish something absent from my midriff's decor.
There's this thing about himself he's never told you before.
Baby,
He needs to tell you something.
I don't got a belly button. Oh, I need to tell you something.
You figured out he don't got a belly button.
Belly button, no. Oh, no, no. No belly button. Do I at least get a lollipop?
Oh, Joe, oh, little Joe.
You put more stuffing in our cots. The furnace is rebuilt. You taught us to respect ourselves and even how to quilt.
A year ago, my little jail was busting at the seams. Criminals, both left and right, were stacked up to the beams. Then little Joe, he came along and taught 'em all a trade. And I just bought a Stetson with the money that he's made.
A year ago, Miss Kitty up and sent me off to jail. And though I haven't done a thing, I'm stuck here without bail. But my belief that God is good helps overcome frustration. So I'll keep doing what is right despite incarceration.
I gotta hand it to you. You've got the best attitude of any prisoner I've ever had.
God is good, Sheriff Bob, so what have I got to be down about?
Well, if God is really good, why is all this stuff happening to you?
I don't know that yet, but I will when it's time. I just need to keep doing what's right.
All right, men, lights out. Another day of quilting tomorrow. And that's when I woke up screaming. Well, what does my dream mean, Joe?
And mine too. What do they mean? Well, there's good news and there's bad news. you're going back to work today. But you're being sent up the river. Congratulations! So sorry.
Anyone here? Oh, yes, dear Baker, I have wonderful news. The mayor has given you a full pardon. He wants you to resume your duties immediately. And I'm extending an invitation to you, Mr. Blacksmith, to join my chain gang up the river. How do you do that?
Oh, well, I've always just had this thing for dreams. Just another way God made me special.
Yeah, and he loves you very much, I've heard. Little Joe really believed God loved him. Still, every now and then, he'd wonder what God was up to.
Hey, God. Little Joe here. Not to complain or anything, but what's going on? I tell people what their dreams mean, and they always come true. But you gave me a dream a long time ago, and I'm in jail, and I didn't even do anything. I'm trying to do what's right, but I'm a little confused. Well, please be with Pa and baby Benjamin and most of my brothers. Okay, and Jude too. Good night, God.
The very next day, who should show up but the mayor himself?
As I believe we can all see here, the town's reserves are down a good 25% due to the fact that our bank is robbed, on average, every other week.
Hey! Pizza roll?
Look out! It was horrible, just horrible. And it was so real, like it was really happening.
Oh, that sounds dreadful. At any rate, as I was saying about our bank...
But what did it mean? Is there anyone in Dodgeball City who can interpret dreams?
Begging the mayor's pardon, but I know someone who might be able to help.
My baker tells me you can interpret dreams.
No, I can't, sir.
What?
I can't interpret your dreams, but God can. He'll give me the answer you're looking for.
Right. Well, he better, or I'll put you back in that jail and you'll never get out. Let's get started. Earlier today, I had the strangest dream. 7 cows sat on a hill, so big and fat, I got my grill. I was thinking about a barbecue. Then 7 scrawny ones came along and gulped, the big fat cows were gone. And then I dreamt I was in front of a large group of people in my underwear. What's that about? So come on, start interpreting.
Well, it's really quite simple. The 7 fat cows mean 7 years of plenty are a-comin'. More food than you can imagine. And the 7 skinny cows mean 7 years of terrible famine. Famine so bad, the good years will be all but forgotten.
If this is true, what do we do?
Well, during the good years, you should store away as much food as possible to give back to the people during the 7 bad years, and Dodgeball City will be saved. Of course, you'll need someone with great organizational abilities to make sure it all works.
Archie, what's the state of your sock drawer?
A little disorganized, I'm afraid.
That's what I thought. Cucumber, you're in charge.
Excuse me?
Well, what are you doing standing around here? You've got a city to save.
So the mayor made Little Joe the most powerful man in Dodgeball City. After him, of course. And just like always, Little Joe got right to it, doing things right and making stuff work.
Little Joe, oh Little Joe.
Joe. You saved the town.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it, little Joe? What's wrong?
Well, sir, I've got a family out there somewhere. I just hope they're all right.
Oh, I'd be surprised if this drought was that widespread. I'm sure they're right as rain.
We are doomed!
Calm down, brothers. Things do look a little bleak. But if we stick together, we'll get through this as a family. Right, Pa?
We are doomed!
Howdy, strangers. I run this here town. What can I do you for?
We hear tell you've got yourself some food stored up. So, we reckon we'd come on down to see if we could buy some from you.
How many in your family?
Just the 11 of us now. One of our brothers got ate up in a wild gopher accident, but that was years ago.
Mighty sorry to hear that.
We have regretted it every day since. He was my closest brother, and I barely even remember him.
Where's your pa?
He could not make the trip.
His heart is broken.
Y'all see the sheriff. He'll take care of you. Give them whatever they need, but don't let them go till I say so.
Are you okay, little Joe?
I'm fine, but whatever you do, don't use my name around him.
Whatever you say.
I need to know if my brothers have changed. I need a test. You strangers ready to go?
I reckon so. Your man gave us everything we need. We tried to pay, but he would not hear of it.
Now I wonder why he wouldn't take money from a bunch of low-down dirty thieves. Pardon? You heard me. You all came a long way just to get caught robbing me.
Now see here, we are not thieves. We came to buy some food. But if this is a problem,
Them ain't pepperonis, partner.
There's been a mistake.
You bet there's been a mistake. Your brother tried to steal from me, and we don't take kindly to stealing around these here parts.
You don't understand. My pa has already lost one boy, a boy he loved very much, and it was my fault. I cannot let him lose Benjamin too. Keep me prisoner and let my brother go free.
All right. Everybody get out of there. Little Joe, we got a problem. Little Joe?
So, you'd really sacrifice yourselves for your brother? It's time to tell you who I really am. Brothers, it's me!
Little Joe!
You are not still upset about that little mineshaft joke, are you?
Little Joe, I am to blame for what happened to you. Punish me, but I beg of you, let my brothers go.
Hey, Jude, what you did was wrong, and it hurt me very much. But what you intended for harm, God used for good. To save you all. To save everyone. To save Pa. How could I not forgive you?
Yeah!
Hey! You boys forgot your mittens!
Little Joe?
Pa!
My boy! And that's the story of how a very bad thing became a very good thing and led to the happiest family reunion the West had ever seen.
Yeah!